Welcome to my definitive countdown of the 50 best strategy game deals in the 2026 Steam Summer Sale. I've handpicked the absolute best titles with the best deal on the market and ranked them strictly by their discount value, and without further ado, let's save your wallet. Starting off the list, we have Creeper World 4. If you ever wanted to live out your ultimate chore fantasy of fighting an aggressive sentient puddle of blue space soup with heavy artillery, this is your chance. It's sitting at a clean 60% off right now. Next, we have Warhammer 40k. Rogue Trader is 60% off. Perfect timing considering they just dropped the Infinite Musaean DLC this June. Grab your giant space throne and command a crew of absolute fanatics. Just try not to get them all executed for heresy by noon. At number 48, Islanders is 65% off. It's the ultimate minimalist city builder that lets you relax, place some cute, colorful buildings on a tiny rock, and then completely lose your mind because you miscalculated a tree boundary by 1 millimeter and ruined your entire high score.
Did they eat it?
Up next is Age of Empires II. Definitive Edition is 65% off. This 25-year-old masterpiece refuses to die. They literally just added max support and the South American Last Chieftains expansion this year. Buy it now so you can keep losing to the same build order you failed against in 1999. And also, we have Age of Empires IV is 65% off. They just announced the Raiders of the North expansion, meaning you can soon fail to manage your economy as the Vikings or Scots. Buy it now so you can practice getting absolutely crushed by French night rushes. Moving on to the Company of Heroes franchise collection at 68% off. The perfect bundle for anyone who loves micromanaging delicate squad cover mechanics, only to watch their entire elite infantry squad get instantly deleted by a single lucky off-screen artillery shell. Pure tactical joy. Then there's Stronghold Definitive Edition is 70% off. It's time to return to the glorious year of 2001, build an absolute masterpiece of a castle, and listen to a generic voice actor repeatedly tell you that the people are starving because you forgot to buy grain. Next up is Jagged Alliance 3 at 70% off. It's the ultimate 90s mercenary action movie simulator. If you love turn-based tactics, hiring eccentric guns for hire, and screaming at your monitor because your heavily armed merc missed a point-blank shotgun blast to a target's face, this is it. Following that, we've got Aliens Dark Descent is 70% off. Unlike other games, this real-time tactics gem treats the xenomorphs like actual terrifying monsters instead of generic cannon fodder. Your Marines will panic, lose their minds, and get hunted down, just like my remaining bank account balance. Then we have Battle Brothers is 70% off. It's a beautifully brutal mercenary simulator where your highly trained favorite soldier gets permanently blind in one eye because a random goblin stabbed him with a rusty fork. Absolute 10 out of 10 experience, highly recommend. Number 40 is Into the Breach at 70% off. This turn-based puzzle game perfectly simulates the intense stress of an advanced tactical commander, where you will spend 45 minutes calculating a single turn just to accidentally punch your own building and kill your citizens. Up next, we have the Riftbreaker is 70% off. It just received a massive free World Expansion 4 update featuring a brutal frozen biome. It's the perfect game if you enjoy building beautiful, efficient sci-fi factories and then immediately burning them down to fight millions of angry space bugs. Number 38 is Against the Storm at 70% off. Finally, a roguelite city builder where you manage fantasy races. You'll spend hours balancing the fragile happiness of your human, beaver, and lizard citizens, only for everyone to instantly leave because you ran out of basic biscuits. Then there's Victoria 3 is sitting at 70% off. They just dropped the Great Wave expansion, adding deep naval mechanics. It's the perfect game to pretend you understand complex global macroeconomics right before your entire country completely collapses over a sudden catastrophic shortage of literal fertilizer. Next up is Crusader Kings III at 70% off. With the brand new Chapter 5 pass introducing playable popes and trade networks, it's the best time to jump in. Come for the grand strategy, stay for the chaotic family trees, and assassinating your own annoying cousin. At number 35, Stellaris is 70% off. With the brand new Season 10 pass and Nomads expansion dropping this year, it's the best time to build a massive space empire, only to end up spending 6 hours managing galactic space taxes instead of conquering the universe. Moving on to Syrian Warfare at 72% off. This is a hardcore, realistic tactical war game where every single bullet matters and your mistakes are brutally punished. If you're tired of generic, easy strategy games and actually want to sweat over micromanaging realistic troop cover, buy this right now. Next on the list is Northgard Definitive Edition is 72% off. Lead your clan of Vikings to conquer a mysterious new land. It's a great real-time strategy game right up until a brutal winter hits, your food vanishes, and your legendary warriors all die from basic starvation. Number 32 is Stronghold 2 Steam Edition at 75% off. Welcome back to the absolute peak of castle simulation. You can create an impenetrable fortress, but you'll still end up losing because the literal gongmen failed to clean up the castle sewage fast enough. Absolute masterpiece. Then there's Shadow Tactics. Aiko's Choice is 75% off. A brilliant standalone ninja tactical stealth expansion. It challenges you to pull off flawless synchronized stealth kills from the shadows, only for a random, unexpected guard to spot a tiny pixel of your shoe and alert the entire map. At number 30, SpellForce 3 Fallen God is 75% off. It's a completely standalone expansion that masterfully blends deep RPG questing with real-time strategy mechanics. If you've ever wanted to lead a tribe of angry, disease-ridden trolls on a bloody crusade for survival, your oddly specific dream has finally come true. Following that, we've got SpellForce 3 Soul Harvest, also at 75% off. This standalone entry lets you command Dark Elves and Heavy Metal Dwarves. It's the perfect tactical hybrid for anyone who wants to micromanage a hero's advanced ability tree while simultaneously crying over their collapsing frontline base economy. At number 28, Age of Empires Definitive Edition is 75% off. This is where the legendary RTS franchise started. Go back to the ancient world, build up a glorious empire, and then watch 40 of your highly trained elite clubmen get completely stuck behind a single bush. Nostalgia is beautiful. Moving up. Next is Halo Wars Definitive Edition at 75% off. It's the classic sci-fi RTS, built to prove that playing strategy games with a controller doesn't have to be a total nightmare. Group up a massive army of scorpions, spam the attack button, and watch everything explode. Simple and satisfying. Bombs away. Then we have Desperados III is 75% off. It's a phenomenal hardcore Wild West stealth tactics game. You'll spend 20 minutes perfectly syncing up 5 different character abilities into a flawless stealth execution, only for a random, unexpected cowboy chicken to walk by, see you, and ruin the entire plan. At number 25, Gates of Hell Ostfront is 75% off. They recently added auto-vaulting, so your virtual soldiers can finally jump over a basic wooden fence without a degree in advanced pathfinding. It's the perfect, ultra-realistic World War II real-time strategy for anyone who loves intense micromanagement.
I will prove myself worthy of the faith you've placed.
Next up is BattleTech at 75% off. It's the ultimate turn-based tactical game where you command massive, multi-million-dollar sci-fi battle mechs only to watch a single lucky missile hit your cockpit and instantly erase your most expensive pilot. Heavy metal, heavy pain, absolute classic.
Confirmed.
At number 23, Endless Legend is 75% off. It's a beautifully styled 4X strategy game set in a dying fantasy world. Pick one of the highly unique factions, build up your empire, and try to survive before a brutal global winter completely destroys your entire economy. And also we have Endless Space 2 at 75% off. This Space 4X masterclass features stunning UI design and incredibly immersive sci-fi music. It's the perfect game to colonize the galaxy, explore mysterious anomalies, and pretend you know how to build a functional, hyper-efficient space fleet. Also on the list, Humankind is 75% off. It's the ambitious historical 4X game that lets you mix and match 60 different cultures across human history, create a bizarre civilization of ancient Babylonians who somehow transitioned into early modern samurai just to lose the entire game anyway. At number 20, Total War Warhammer II is 75% off. Honestly, just buy this to unlock the massive Immortal Empires sandbox in Game 3. It's easily the most expensive, convoluted DLC shortcut in gaming history, but your massive lizard army riding dinosaurs will thank you.
Without fail, we advance! Loyal!
Next up is the entire Wargame franchise at 75% off. If you love Cold War logistics, calling in massive tactical airstrikes, and watching your carefully hidden, ultra-expensive radar anti-air system get immediately blown up by a cheap enemy scout vehicle, welcome home. At number 18, Fights in Tight Spaces is 80% off. It's the ultimate tactical John Wick simulator, and since the sequel to Fights in Two Tight Spaces just dropped into early access this June, it's the absolute perfect time to practice your card-playing, face-smashing skills on a budget. Then there is X-Morph Defense at 80% off. It's a brilliant, chaotic hybrid of a top-down twin-stick shooter and tower defense. You get to play as the invading alien threat, build giant laser mazes, and completely level entire human cities. Take that, humanity. Moving on to Bad North Jotunn Edition is 80% off. Don't let the beautiful minimalist art style fool you. This real-time tactical roguelite will happily traumatize you as a horde of angry Vikings slowly island hops across your screen, brutally murdering your favorite squad of squishy defenders. At number 15, the Command & Conquer Remastered Collection is 80% off. It's the ultimate dose of pure 90s nostalgia. Revisit the absolute peak of classic real-time strategy gaming, build a massive army of mammoth tanks, and enjoy the glorious live-action cutscenes that are delightfully cheesy. Up next, we have MoW Assault Squad 2 at 80% off. This legendary World War II tactics sandbox lets you manually control individual soldiers. It's perfect if you love spending 20 minutes meticulously organizing a single infantryman's backpack inventory right before a stray mortar shell deletes him. At number 13, Hearts of Iron 4 is 80% off, and with the brand new Thunder at Our Gates pack dropping this June, you have even more content to ignore while staring at colored map spreadsheets for 10 straight hours. Buy it now and ruin your sleep schedule. Then there's Cold Waters at 85% off. It's a tense, realistic submarine warfare simulator. If you've ever wanted to sit silently in a dark room, sweat profusely while listening to sonar pings, and desperately pray that a homing torpedo misses your fragile hull, this is your game. Next up is Iron Harvest at 85% off. It's an alternate history real-time strategy game featuring massive diesel-punk mechs stomping through 1920s Europe. Command giant smoking metal death machines alongside a pet bear, and watch the fully destructible battlefields beautifully crumble around you. At number 10, XCOM 2 is a massive 85% off. It's the ultimate tactical experience where you spend 40 minutes customizing your squad's armor colors, only for your top sniper to miss a 99% chance shot and get immediately eaten by an alien snake. Good times. Then we have Total War Warhammer III at 85% off. Perfect timing to grab it cheap since the massive Lords of the End Times expansion featuring Nagash is dropping later this summer. Get ready to lose your entire life savings to DLC packs and paint the map red. At number 8, Warhammer 40k Mechanicus is 88% off. If you love dark, creepy sci-fi atmosphere and listening to awesome pipe organ techno music while turning your cybernetic priest into absolute walking death machines, this turn-based tactical gem is a literal steal at this price. Next on the list is Besiege at a ridiculous 90% off. It's an awesome medieval physics sandbox where you are tasked with building a magnificent, hyper-efficient catapult, but you will inevitably just build a giant flaming wooden garbage machine that explodes and kills your own troops instantly. Up next, we have Deserts of Kharak is 90% off. If you want a break from standard space battles, this beautiful ground-based real-time strategy gives you massive roaring sci-fi desert rovers instead. Command giant rolling carriers across gorgeous sand dunes for basically the price of a cheap coffee.
Armored vehicle is taking fire.
At number 5, Homeworld Remastered is a massive 90% off. If the recent launch of Homeworld 3 left you feeling completely empty inside, come back to where the space magic actually happened. Beautiful 3D fleet battles for literally the cost of a loose arcade token.
Time to move.
Then we have Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun at 90% off. This is the ultimate stealth masterpiece that will make you feel like a legendary ninja genius right up until you accidentally drop a giant boulder onto your own favorite character. Buy it immediately. At number 3, Europa Universalis IV is slashed by 90%. The base game is essentially free, which is great because you'll need to mortgage your actual house to buy the 47 individual DLC expansions required to fully understand what's happening on the screen. Then there's Frostpunk at 90% off. With the brand new Breach of Trust Volcanic expansion tearing up Frostpunk 2 right now, it's the perfect time to visit the icy original. Come feed your citizens literal sawdust and put children to work in the coal mines. Excellent family fun. And finally, number 1 is Civilization 6 at a ridiculous 90% off. Sure, Civilization 7 is the shiny new toy out right now, but this complete masterpiece is basically free. Buy it, click one more turn, and comfortably say goodbye to your family and sleep schedule. And that's the list. Thank you for watching, hope it helps. Tell me which game you're buying in this sale, and as always, see you in the next video.